Hello YouTube, it's the Dbtgamer Show, episode 105. This is part 2 of my Metal Gear Solid 4 review. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, go back and watch that. Today, I'm reviewing Metal Gear Solid 4. A few apologies first. Because the game is so bright and colourful, my camera does pick it up, but it can be a little bit different at times, so I apologise for this in advance. This is the best I can do, so I hope you take that into account and just enjoy the video as usual. In the last part I talked about the story, although I don't really understand that much of it. I talked about graphics, controls, music, and some of the gameplay. Now I'm going to just show you some more stuff. I think I'll go this way. The gameplay of the game is very good, like most Metal Gear Solid games. There is it's a stealth action game, but you don't have to use stealth if you don't want to. You can go in all guns blazing as long as you have the right amount of ammo and the right weapons, I suppose. It's basically up to the player how you want to tackle Liquid, basically. The good things about the game, well, the story is very good. The cutscenes are all well done and everything works. One of the worst things about this game, which is really sad, is the codec. The codec is still a useful item, it still gets you through the game. But, in my opinion, it's not as useful as it used to be. And this is kind of sad, because the codec used to be a really great tool to help you get through the game. It used to advance the story in so many ways. Let me try and show you the problem with it. The codec, throughout the game, you get 2 phone numbers. You can either call Rosemary, who's a psychiatric counsellor who tells you how to raise your psych gauge, which I will get onto later. Or you can call Snake's best friend Otacon. That's it. You only get 2 phone numbers, and that's a big disappointment to me. Throughout the game, Campbell does call you. Here's my question. Why can't you call him for help? He was an awesome character and he could help you through the game. So I don't see why you can't put his number in the game, Konami. Even if you note down his frequency and you scroll to it, he still won't pick up the phone. And your person who calls you a lot is Raiden. But you can't call him either. So, the codec, it's still useful, but it's very disappointing. And your great thing about this game are weapons. There are loads and loads of weapons. I haven't got all the weapons yet, YouTube. I used to have them all, but my PS3 broke down and I had to get replaced by Sony. So I lost all my save data. But I'll show you weapons that I do have. I've got a tranquilizer gun, an operator, which is just a pistol. There's loads of pistols in the game. The operator is probably the best one, without putting in a password, of course. Then you've got loads of machine guns. But some of the machine guns, I don't like them that much because they only hold 50 rounds. What use is a machine gun that can only hold 50 rounds? When I want a machine gun, I want something that's basically 100 rounds plus. So I don't tend to use the small ones, I tend to use the big ones. Then you've got your standard rifles. You've got your AK-102, which is a pretty good gun. You've got the M4 rifle, which can be tricked out in a number of ways. Quite a lot of weapons are customizable, where you can put sights on them, you can put grenade launchers onto them. Lots of the weapons have different customizable parts which you can buy from the shop. You've also got sniper rifles as well. There's several different types that you will collect through the game. Now you've got your big guns. These are the bigger machine guns. You've got your this is the one I use. It's called the M60E4. It fires. It can hold 200 rounds, so it's definitely awesome for rapid fire. And it's just what I want from a machine gun. There are weapons which you get from beating certain bosses in the game. This is one of them. This is a grenade launcher which you get from beating Raging Raven. There's also a railgun which you get from beating Crying Wolf. And yeah. There are several rocket launchers in the game. You've got the standard RPG from Metal Gear Solid 3. So my code is getting worse. You've got his seeking missile, like the one you had in Metal Gear Solid 1. It's pretty useful for taking down helicopters. You get some more ammo for it, because I am running low on that. What weapons do you have? Oh, you got your standard throwing weapons. You got grenades, petrol bombs, whap grenade, stun grenade, chaff grenade, smoke grenade, claymore, and smoke gas. Then you got your knife, and that's basically it. There are some more weapons, but I haven't found them yet. Well, that's on the subject, I suppose. We'll talk about some of the items and equipment that you get. You get recovery items. You got your cigarettes, which just basically recover your psych. You've got this flower thing that recovers your psych. You got a syringe which recovers your psych. You've got rations, pot noodles, soda bottles, different sort of pills which make you. Some pills make you aim better when you use a sniper rifle. Some cure back pain. Loads and loads of sort of stuff. You got your solid eye, which takes the place of basically every goggle in the game. It's a pair of binoculars. It's night vision, and it's also it's just a really good item. You've got cameras, so you can take pictures of people for some reason. If you've got the Mark II robot, which is awesome. I love this little. You've got a remote control robot that you can drive around the stage so you can scout things out. Audicon made it. It's quite short range though. You've got the old fashioned cardboard box to hide in. The drum can just to hide in basically. The stupid iPod, which is really pointless. And the this signal thing which helps you find Resistance members in Chapter 3. But I've run out of time on YouTube, so please join me in part 2 where I will probably talk about some more of the game. Until then, see ya!